Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the Opinunited podcast.
Yep.
Today we're going to cover both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup ties that have happened so far.
There's a lot of games we're going to cover off, a bunch of exciting ones, a bunch of dramatic last minute ones, and a bunch of controversial goals.
Yeah.
But we'll start by heading to the FA Cup games, and we'll start with a cup tie classic, United versus Leicester.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say classic. It wasn't the best of games, but it had a really impactful ending. Um,
Quite a
but
controversial goal.
yeah, definitely controversial. At the end of the first half, Man United were playing really poorly, and they were deservedly 1-0 down to Leicester. But second half they came alive once Garnacho came on, and yeah, he changed the game, didn't he?
Yeah, Ghana, he's a special player. Him and Ahmad link up really, really well. They changed the game completely, added that bit more talent into there.
Yeah,
And then they got their first goal with Zirkzee with a lovely bit of football down
yeah,
that left side
yeah.
with Dorgu and Garnacho.
No, no,
Not Dorgu came off, but
no.
he also played quite well, I think.
Yeah, it was Garnacho came on and he assisted Xerxes,
Yeah.
and I think that the second goal it was offside, but I think the end result would have been the one that would have happened anyway because all the momentum was with Man United at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, with no VAR, Man United were able to benefit from that offside goal. But that is the reason why VAR was introduced. So I imagine later in the tournament you'll see these kind of decisions be in enforced, and you won't have such errors. But
Hmm.
everyone was happy that game was finished because it wasn't the best of games. So
Yeah.
but Man United advanced. That's the main thing for them. They continue to progress, and for Leicester, tough times are still continuing.
Yeah. Let's see what Leicester will come up with this game. Though I think they gave Man United a real battle, although it wasn't quite
Yeah,
interesting. They quite tested them, and that's
they
what
did
Leicester
test them.
do.
Yeah, they did test
That's
them.
what Leicester do
And it's,
under Van Nistelrooy.
yeah, they need to keep that level up for the rest of their games because they have a tough run now, and their main focus has to be on surviving in the Premier League.
And another team on a tough run is Manchester City, who slipped past Leyton Orient.
Yeah, it was an amazing first goal by Jamie Donnelly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on loan from Spurs, but what a strike from nearly 55 yards out.
Wow.
Hit the bar, counter the Ortega own goal. But
I wish it would have gone in.
yeah, I know he deserved it on his
Yeah.
name, but he will take the credit for it, I'm sure, because it was a wonderful bit of FA Cup magic. Um, Sadly for them though, Man City were able to come back, weren't they?
Yeah, they just nicked past the two goals. And Leighton Orient had a late chance, which they
Yeah, oh my
blundered.
goodness. Yeah, it was a moment that it could have equalized and taken it to extra time.
Yeah,
But you know,
it is what it
this
is.
is this is the difference in quality, and yeah, Man City advance.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was quite a good game though.
Yeah, it
Quite
definitely was.
end-to-end football. Kosanov scoring his first goal for the club. De Bruyne scoring his a goal that he needed for his mentality, and City take that win on their chest and progress to the next round and looking to push further on to at least do well in this tournament.
Yeah.
Right, another team in the losses, in the misery is Tottenham, who
Yeah.
lost to Aston Villa
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
goals to
Another
one.
another all Premier League tie. But it was from the first minute, Aston Villa took the lead. And yeah, they were the dominant force. It was only ever going to be one winner. I think most people predicted that Aston Villa would have won this game.
Although Son had a good chance
He did.
to equalize the
Yeah.
game, and great save by Martinez.
Yeah,
You have to give the
yeah,
credit to
definitely
that.
great positioning. Got back across to save it, and yeah, you never really thought that Tottenham were going to be able to get back in because from the bench there, Aston Villa were able to introduce Rashford and Asensio, whereas Tottenham really didn't have any of that kind of star power. But Matisse Till got his goal on debut.
Yeah,
And
good finish as well.
yeah,
And he'll be looking to do well with this club because as a youngster, he'll really be hoping to like
yeah,
get this club going and Um,
Tottenham will hope he's their next big star for sure.
yeah, because they're really needing someone in that position now that Solanke's dropped out, and
Yeah.
with the defense also starting to shape up a bit, but they're just trying. They can't really fix it out now
Yeah.
because they're rearranging it now that people are coming
Yeah.
back in.
Tottenham have things to figure out as a whole club, but it seems like a real issue, mentality-wise, structure-wise. It'll be interesting to see if Postecoglou is sacked or not, because he's in a really horrible run of form, and there's a couple of big games coming up, and they'll want to make a push in the Europa League to try and win that at least, so that they have European football next season.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mm.
There was another All Premier League tie in Brighton and Chelsea.
Yeah, that was also quite a very good game. A very good game, I thought.
Yeah.
Thought that was quite end-to-end
Yeah.
football.
And a
I thought,
great ending in that game, wasn't it?
yeah,
Matoma.
with Matoma. Well, another controversial goal. Eh, some people thought it was a handball when he touched it. Some people thought it was offside. There was a lot of
Yeah.
abrupt
Yeah, I think this
decisions.
this weekend really shows why VAI is there.
Yeah,
But
but it is what it is right
yeah.
now. Like,
And Chelsea continues their sort of dip in form as well, don't they? They're now
yeah.
out of the cup, and that's another big team dropped out of the competition.
Yeah, I thought though Chelsea did play well. They created chances.
Yeah.
Nkunku was coming instead of Jackson, and I thought they both gave each other quite a good game. It was an entertaining one to watch. That result was 2-1 to Brighton. Now we'll move on to the next game, which a scoreline that we didn't expect to see, but there was a special mention goal. What a finish from the international for Birmingham.
Yeah, Iwata with a
Yeah.
wonder goal, and
What?
and there was a moment of magic, wasn't it? Great
Yes.
techniques on the strike.
Wow, what a finish. You guys go check that goal
Yeah,
out for yourself.
there was a controversial goal in Willox.
Yeah.
People didn't feel it went over the line, but again, it was one of those results where you think, yeah, Newcastle probably would have won it in the end anyway.
Mm.
So
They
tough,
only
tough
won by
luck.
one goal
Yeah,
though.
Birmingham gave a great performance.
Yeah, one of the one that they were delighted and hoped, but it's Newcastle and their attack form has been good all season,
Yeah,
and so the result was coming to happen.
yeah.
But here's a result that we did not expect: Plymouth Argyle 1, Liverpool 0.
A real shocker, a real upset. What a game. This is the kind of game that gives the FA Cup its magic. Everyone watches it for games like this and
No
results
one,
like this.
no one thought that was
No
going
way.
to happen.
Bottom of the Championship against top of the Premier League.
Top of the Champions
Yeah,
League.
top of the Champions League.
They've beat Real Madrid, the Spanish leaders. They beat City, the English leaders. They beat Leverkusen, the German leaders. But they can't beat Plymouth.
And there was, I mean, they will say there was a rotated side for Liverpool, but there was big names in Jota, in Luis Diaz,
In Nunez.
Javier Elia. Yeah, there's a lot of big names there. So they really should have been winning that game. But Plymouth, they stuck to the task. They had to deal with nearly 10 minutes of additional time and injury time.
Yeah, they got some momentum from the win against
Yeah.
Brentford.
Oh yeah, it was a West Brom, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, West Brom.
Yeah. But that's what it shows you. FA Cup, anyone can achieve anything in the right circumstance. And what a game for Plymouth! That the money that they'll get for advancing to the next round, the morale boost they'll get, it really helped them for the rest of the season. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be one that their fans will remember for a long, long time. That's for sure.
Yes.
And for the rest of the people in the FA Cup, they'll feel more confident now they can go and win it with Liverpool out of the cup.
Yeah, a lot of teams are now have some more momentum to try and push for that.
Yeah.
And we have a good special mention to Millwall, who
Yeah.
beat Championship leaders Leeds
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah, big result, especially as they lost one of their best players to Crystal Palace in the transfer
Yeah.
window. So a 2-0 result, massive for Millwall, and they'll be looking to getting a good tie in the next round, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think the draw for the next round is tomorrow because they have a couple of games. So 7 o'clock tomorrow, Monday, you'll find out who will be playing who.
Yeah.
We look forward to it. there's a lot of big teams out now. Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool. Everyone will be feeling a little bit more confident about their chance of going all the way.
Right, we'll move on now to the Carabao Cup semi-final games.
Oh yeah,
And,
two real one-way traffic type of games, aren't they?
and we'll start with the one which was Liverpool's night. It was 4-0 to Liverpool.
Yeah, Spurs were just dreadful.
Spurs played Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs, they came into the game with a 1-0 lead, and you'd think that they'd really go for it and really like have the passion level increase. They had Kevin Danzo play, they had Tel on the bench, they had, they should have been buzzing and ready to go for it, but just never in the game.
Yeah.
Easy as you like for Liverpool.
And especially with Pedro Porro not out on that game and Archie Gray having to fill in from his midfield jobs, gone to centre back and now at right back, an audacious ask from him.
Yeah.
It was really gonna go one way, and that's what it did.
Yeah.
4 goals Liverpool took easy.
I think it's their 10th final in the League Cup.
Yeah.
I think that's the most now. So yeah, Liverpool will be confident, buzzing. They'll be wanting to win that competition. That's for sure.
Especially if they want to win the treble.
Yeah, but it won't be easy. They'll have a big game now.
A good game against Newcastle.
Yeah,
which I want.
Arsenal played. Yeah, they'll be facing Newcastle because Newcastle smashed Arsenal.
2 goals to nil, 4 goals to nil on aggregate.
Yeah, it could have been more. I think Arsenal, again, they just had no idea. I think it was tactical setup was awful. Lewis Skelly had a real horrific time. Isak was playing with Saliba and Gabriel, and yeah, Newcastle were just all over them.
And yes, I heard Saliba didn't have a good game, and when Saliba's bad, Arsenal are bad. Because Saliba and Gabriel are really the core defense and probably the best two, arguably the best 2 defenders right now in the Premier League. And if they have an off game, then especially with Isak, who's right now the best striker in the Premier League, with him, then you're not going to have a great game.
Well, this is it. And for Arsenal, this now means they're out of the FA Cup, they're out of the League Cup, they're somewhere off in the Premier League. It seems like if they want to win anything this year, they're going to have to put all their eggs in the Champions League basket and hope they can do something there. Otherwise, it's yet another year without silverware for the club from North London.
But disappointing end to their run for Arsenal. Yeah. But Newcastle will be buzzing with this result.
And the way that they play, they'll be feeling confident of beating anyone. They play like that at the final, it's anyone's game. Even though Liverpool come in favourites, they have...
You never know for Newcastle.
And Newcastle have the ability to finally break that trophy duck. So, yeah, it'll be a great final. And we move on next week to, I think it's Champions League next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Champions League games next week.
Big one, Man City, Real Madrid. I think that's the one everyone will be wanting to stay tuned to. So we look forward to that. But
we'll catch up on all of those Champions League games. And we'll also catch up on the Carabao Cup final and all the FA Cup ties.
No, Carabao Cup final is a long way
away. Oh, yeah.
We'll be looking at the rest of the FA Cup ties and also the FA Cup draw.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that.
And we'll reveal all of those games. And we'll see you then.
Yeah, in the next episode. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.